Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today for your Wednesday, it's going to be a game from Home Story Cup. Going to be on a Team Liquid map contest map. It's going to be Curious Minds. Top left we have ByuN, and in the bottom right here we have Serral. Alright man, so ByuN has been playing very well recently, but Serral has as well. So... I kind of feel like Serral is favored here, but you never know with ByuN. He can be very, very terrifying. He was very excellent in his game against Solar on my channel a couple of days ago. I'm not going to tell you who won. Just go ahead and check it out. He opened up with Mass Reapers, and I'm not going to tell you anything else. ByuN used to be the master of Mass Reapers, so Blizzard nerfed Reapers because of him. Alright, man. So... now you know who we're dealing with. Alright, checking for proxies. Is this Overlord? Checking for bunkers. This Overlord. Hatch first here on Curious Minds. Destructible debris here in the middle, which you can knock down to get a more direct path to your opposition's third base. And... I don't know. If you're Zerg, this is not going to take you very much longer to get to your opponent's base. Alright, so no oh, there are Zalnaga watchtowers. I'm just blind. Here they are. One here, one here. There's no gold bases involved either. And not actually opening up Reaper here is ByuN. Just going for the 1-Rax Expander Rooney. Calling down that mule and hit that like button if you're excited to see what these two players are going to do against each other. Anything crazy? I don't know. I mean, ByuN, he went for that Mass Reaper thing against, like I said, Solar, so it's very possible for him to do something out of the ordinary, but Serral's the player who's a little bit, you know, a little bit normal, especially in ZVT. He did come up with this whole strategy in ZVT, especially where you defend, expand a million times, and then overwhelm your opponent on the peripheries and the edges of their expansions, starve them out, and then they GG. So that's what he's done 100 million times. He's very good at it. He's very good at keeping track of drops. He's very good at dealing with early pressure, mid-game pressure, late-game pressure, multiple-pronged pressure. He's the master of dealing with all of it. So we'll see what ByuN does here today. Zergs are very, very, I want to say, vulnerable. At around the 8 or 9 minute mark, they really want to be droning up and getting up to that final level of macro, but also, if they do that, make a couple extra rounds of drones, when the Marines and the tanks and the Liberators show up, they cannot have enough to deal with it. So, it's very dicey. We'll see if Serral can get through that stage. ByuN knows that. He knows that vulnerability for the style that Serral likes to play here. He's actually not scouting at all. He is basically assuming that Serral is doing what Serral does 99% of the time, and he was right. So, yeah, no Reapers. He's checking for, you know, maybe there's some Roaches around here. Maybe there are some Speedlings. Nope, Slowlings, no Roaches. Okay, so that probably means there's a third base. Again, he has no information at the moment. A Roach Warren is coming in from Serral, actually. There's a bit of some early Ling pressure, but I really feel like Speedlings would be just fine. I don't see the need for Roaches in this situation at all. And is it Banshee on the follow-up? Yeah, so just Marines pushing out here a little bit early, actually. Okay. I mean, Creep Tumor does get picked off. That's a win. That's a win for ByuN. Cloak Banshee follow-up, I don't know. I'm not feeling great about this from ByuN, but ByuN has proved me wrong before. There have been early games from him where I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work out, and then he ends up winning the match. So, let's see how this works out for the ByuN Meister here today. ByuN the Master? Master of Reapers. Doesn't make them sometimes. Just because, from what I've heard, it's wrist issues, or maybe he just doesn't want to play the game. He's not worth it, he says, to get a Reaper out and kill maybe a Zergling, right? Anyway, so is the Roach Horn for aggression? Dude, this could be a problem. You know what really shuts down Roach Ravager aggression off of 2.5 base or Banshees? That's exactly what we've got out. We've got one. We're making another one. We're getting Cloak. Did he catch a glimpse of that? He has an Overlord in position to come scout this, and he is. What's up, cleaning bot? Overlords are going to try to stop this, but nah. He sees the tech lab working. He sees the starport attached to it, and he knows this is Cloak Banshee. So immediately, yep, Spores coming up even before, I think even before he saw that tech lab. Or just instantaneously upon seeing that tech lab. Tanks on the way here too. Wow, okay, so is this Serral basically being like, I'd rather the Banshees be used to kill my stuff here. I don't know, man. Cloak Banshee into the house. But Spore in the house too, a couple drones go down. I don't know what these roaches are doing. This is the second time they pushed out and then been like, nah, let's drone up. 8 drones on the way, kicking off a lair at about 5.5 minutes. Up to 46 workers. Creep spreading like a boss, transitioning back into that macro. And, oh, did not use that bit of vision that Ling gave him to put this creep tumor up here. It's always frustrating when you're spreading creep, but you can't see up this ramp, so your tumor's like, I can go here, but I can't go here because I can't see it. And so you run a Ling over there, you get a queen over there, get that vision. All right, man, so are the Banshees now going to be part of this main push? Like I said, around 8 minutes, around 9 minutes. This is a little bit earlier. We're at 6. And yeah, ByuN holding back just a tiny bit. He's not getting that super fast third either. Wow, not even close. That is a barracks and another barracks. And I guess that third base is part of the wall, but landing it, I was going to say, it doesn't seem to be a priority, but he's doing it now. He says, you have to deal with my Banshees. So you can't get in here and start killing my third base. And the roaches are like, well, we're not really useful in this situation anyway. Okay. All right, that's another dead queen. Ooh, moving out. One more hit. Bam. Banshees do not die. 3 drones and 2 queens go down. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Third base from ByuN is done. And saturating. No, there are... Oh, there we go. 5 SCVs on the way. Cleaning bot keeping this part of the map clean. There are a lot of cleaning bots out on this map. I kind of like it. Cleaning bots are cute. Also, nice little purple haze coming from different places on this map. I like the coloring. It's just, it's not crazy interesting. I mean, I guess siege tank positions here are pretty mean, which is probably why this is not a base yet. This is safer against that high ground style stuff. Tank positions behind this debris is also good, but the Roaches and Ravagers dealing with that. Infestation Pit coming in. Glio Reconstitution coming in at 7 minutes too. And 127 supply for each player. Marines, stim. Creep tumors down, and we're just going to back off. We don't want to engage on creep here. Let's just kill what we can, slow it down. These Banshees racking up the kills on these Zerglings. We're just sort of trying to hold the Zelnaga Watchtower, and oh, Banshee! Well, that's probably a repair. Honestly, I would repair these Banshees. They have proven their worth. They have earned a repair from these SCVs. Come on, ByuN, do it. Repair the Banshees. Do it. Send an SCV. Yay! He's doing it! Woo! Repairing the Banshees. Infestors coming in. What is this? Earlier... Okay, so last week we had a game where a lot of Infestors were used by Dark against Zest, which if you didn't watch that match, by all means, watch that match. It is one of the weirder ZVPs, and more down-to-the-wire, epic 40-minute ZVPs I've ever seen. It's Dark and Zest. Are we surprised by this? No. They're both insanely good players. Serral top right. But yeah, it was a lot of Infestors, Neuroparasite, Microbial Shroud. And now we're getting more Infestors here too, which I do love. I always say I'd love to see more Infestor play against Terran. I know they got nerfed into the ground, I understand that, but they're so good. Fungal is amazing at slowing down Banelings so they can't, or slowing down Marines so they can't run away from Banelings. They're also good at slowing down Banelings in ZVZ, in case you're wondering. Another creep tumor down, and then backing up. You come into this choke, he says. By all means, come in this narrow choke with your Roaches and Ravagers that basically need a concave to be worth anything here. We are going into Lurker Den, so that's... You just have to. You can't stick on Roach Ravager against Terran anywhere past 2-2 upgrades here, especially when 3-3 is done for the Terran. You try to go Roach Ravager, you just lose every battle. And it's too easy to dodge Corrosive Biles, too. I mean, we're never going to see this change, but I'd love to see Corrosive Bile maybe hit a little bit faster. It's not going to hurt the things that, like, tanks and Liberators. They're still going to die to it. It's not going to be any worse for them, but just, it's so easy to dodge. But with anything at the professional level that moves, not just anything fast, it's just like you have a leisurely amount of time to block it. Or dodge it. You don't block it, you dodge it. Anyway, ka-cha, and alright. Engagement at the top right going extremely well for ByuN, actually. So he's going to get this hatch, dude. ByuN, I'm telling you. It's fantastic. He knows that it's not Ling Bane. He knows this army is not fast for Serral. He's going to kill 7 of your drones, kill your hatch. These hydras are going to pop out of eggs, and then he's pushing up here too. Ooh, nice dodge on the fungal, though. Yeah, fungals are harder to dodge. They're a little faster. Little faster for sure. Oh, these, I mean... Oh, you could have got away, but you stopped. All right, well, a little bit of some fungal bile combination. Tiny bit here. That tank takes 2 hits, but it needs 3 in order to go down from those corrosive biles. And finally, these roaches respond, but these guys are like, we just had a holiday up here. I don't think any of us died. We killed so many drones. We killed some hydras. Killed some creep tumors. An entire hatch got murderized by us. Oh my gosh, he's trying to... Serral, buddy. Serral, friend. All right, the lurkers are here, though, and that's where it gets a little bit dicier for the bio. Siege tanks don't care about your lurkers, though. Is he going to let this finish? Oh, maybe not. Now there is a big bunch of roaches here to defend it. Corrosive bile. Again, tanks have to be the targets. You can't go after these marines with corrosive bile. That's what the lurkers have to be for. Look at him going. ByuN's like, oh, F your lurkers. I'm going to take them right down. One of them, 2 of them go down. Nice fungal. And then they can't run anymore. They kind of have to stand and fight, but like they have that too. Like I was telling you about earlier, as I lose my tongue footing here. That is gross. All right, another hatch down. What, ByuN? What are you doing here? Okay, so this group is dead. That's nice, but that hatch being killed. 2 more drones go down. Serral's knocked down to 3 bases, ladies and gentlemen. 3 total bases, and ByuN's 4th is running hard. Lurkers are trying to harass the 3rd, but that's where there's a wall. There's the Great Wall of supply depots here. It's 185 to 189 supply, but ByuN's income's looking like that. Had to just kind of glimpse it there. Fungal on. There we go. Beautiful fungals. Okay, and I mean, these are some nice wins here, but it's hard. It's hard with Roach Ravager to do this. He's got his 2-2. He's not working on his 3-3. Production, well, I guess 3 armor. He just got started. Okay, retaking the top right. Done. Is he retaking this 5th base? No. Doesn't seem to be doing that. Concussive shells on the way. He's like, look, man, if you're going to keep making roaches and ravagers, I'm going to make concussive shells to slow you guys down, especially on that creep. Adaptive Talons being researched. +2 vehicle weapons from ByuN. Really wants those tanks to hit hard. He's continuing to make tanks and marauders, which are the right answer to this Lurker Roach Ravager style comp, I think. I don't see why not. Makes a lot of sense. You can outrange... Not a lot of things can outrange Lurkers when they have that Seismic Spines upgrade, but tanks certainly can. And Marauders do bonus damage to Lurkers, but take bonus damage from Lurkers, so it's kind of a give and take relationship there. Hey, guess who didn't adequately defend his 4th base? ByuN. Okay, so this is kind of a last gasp for the Roaches and Ravagers. I think they know. 3-3s finishing up now. Watch these guys die. You ready for every one of these Roaches and Ravagers to die here? Oh, hang on, hang on. 3-3 is done. The tanks get wiped out, and yes, okay, so now the Ravagers are gone, and that is, I mean, it's a lot of dead SCVs, and that's basically, I think Serral, no, he's remaking this. Oh, and he won that battle, too. Nice top right engagement, though. And who has Lurkers defending? Well, I do, says Serral. Not enough. More Lurkers coming in. Dead Lurker, dead Lurker. Wow, beautiful defense, though. More Lurkers than that come in. Great ability to pick off those Lurkers. There were just like 4 more of them that he could not handle. 30 SCVs going down. These guys are still fighting, and by that I mean they're both very, very dead, but 11 kills on that Ravager. Top right base goes down again. Serral's kind of forced to re-expand to that 5th base location that he wasn't very happy with, but he'll take it. Absolute bloodbath from these 2 players. This is great. Vipers on the way from Serral. The fungal maybe not doing enough anymore. 3 ghosts at a time from ByuN. Steady targeting going to be used against these Lurkers. Potentially Ultras in the future here, but are we going to see any of them Ultralisks? The answer seems to be no. We don't have an Ultralisk Cavern. We don't have the melee. We have +1 melee attack. I guess +2. +2 would be nice if you're planning on going for those Ultras, but nah. No Ultralisk Cavern at all, which is interesting. Lurker, Roach Ravager, maybe with a few Hydras scattered in here to try to deal with Medivacs. Okay, so Serral expanding further down to the 6 o'clock here instead of taking that top right again. I can't hold this. He says I don't have any creep spread up that way. Not that you have any down this way either, but I guess it's a little bit closer to defense. Ooh, Nidus, though. All right, so Nidus Lurker play. which we do see from time to time, and was how Raynor used Lurkers initially when he brought Lurkers reintroduced Lurkers into the TVZ meta in StarCraft 2. Because in the beta for Legacy of the Void, Lurkers were really good against Terran. And then Terran's kind of figured them out. Nice Blinding Cloud, though. Insanely good Blinding Cloud. Oh, that's sick. That is a sick Blinding Cloud. Man, just not even one. That was several clouds laid down. Great APM there from Serral. What else do we expect from this dude? The answer is we expect a lot, and he gives us a lot of the time. Adrenal Glands finally coming up at 15 minutes, but we are making 20. You're getting +2. Okay, +2 melee, 24 lings. Getting those banelings transitioning into a more of a traditional style against this late game Terran that ByuN is serving right now. Oh, get out of there, Ghost. Oh, the Ghost Death sound. We hear him. We hear the Ghost Death sound. Okay, so ByuN has his 4th back. Is he going to get a 5th anytime soon? He's thinking about... Oh, that's a changeling. Maybe not. Nidus coming up inside ByuN's main base. Oh, never mind. He's got it. He's got it handled, everybody. It's fine. Continuing to push in. These roaches just can't. By themselves, can't engage. They can try to bait the enemy into these lurker spines, and that would go very well. But Nidus doesn't happen. More tanks, more ghosts in production. Hydras all the time. Is this Hydras just for lurkers? He's got 3 Hydras. So I think most of this is going to be turned into lurker. Medevac count is kind of nice. There are 9 of them, and 2 of them have gone down today. Is this hatch just dead? Where did the army go? Okay, so this hatch is just dead. He's just sacking it, man. Serral's kind of getting picked apart, y'all. He has lost 4 hatcheries today. He's killed 1 planetary, but the numbers do not favor the Zerg. Serral going top right again. Tempting fate here. Steady targeting. The Lurker Spines outrange the Ghosts with their snipe ability. What? Production tab, come back. We need you. Income tab, last 10 minutes has been... Serral's doing all better. Okay, wow. Just kind of wandered some Ghosts into Lurker range there. Not exactly what you want. Yeah, right side drop. Try to get some work done, but... Yeah, these lings are going to massacre you with +2 attack and Adrenal Glands. They don't have the +3 yet, but they hurt nevertheless. Steady targeting. Okay, takes down the Overseer. All right, all right. The Ghosts are much better when they're not being detected. Engagement here does get chased away by siege tanks behind buildings. These barracks are out in front for a reason. It's not because he doesn't have enough room in the main base to do it. It's because he's using it as buffering against Roach Hydro Lurker. And good against Ultras, too, actually. Nice whiff on the fungal, or a dodge, I should say. That one catches coming up the ramp. Is there enough Zerg here? Blinding Cloud going to help a lot right now, burrowing the Lurkers in, but standing and firing. Ooh. ByuN maybe over-committing, overstaying his welcome a little bit right now. And yeah, he's getting chased away hardcore by Serral. Some Parasitic Bomb on these medevacs, I think, would be awesome. Would be super, super killer awesome. Centrifugal Hooks on the way here from Serral. ByuN has not expanded for some time. He's on 4 bases at 18 minutes. He is now taking a 5th, but it's been a while. I mean, I guess maybe he felt like he could starve Serral out just by constantly killing his expansions. He wouldn't have to expand a ton himself, but that's not really how this works. Another nice coming up. I mean, just in full view of everything. This one might actually come up, because I don't see any Marauders or tanks in the neighborhood. Is he going to bother with it? No, he's not. Oh, so 2 Marines and 2 SCVs. Banelings don't do bonus damage to Ghosts, but, you know, they don't have a ton of HP anyway, so... Nice save of these dudes unloading them in the war zone into a safer location. So 2 Marines and 2 SCVs. Maybe even 1 SCV enough to take down a Nidus. Okay, alright. Abduct! Ghost down. Woof, tank firing. The tank numbers here are good. It's not a lot of tanks, but it's a good number of tanks. Does keep the lurkers and the lings away. 4 of them act here in different positions. Ooh, okay, never mind, 6. 6 of them here. This top right base is going to die again? Dude, not a good place to expand for Serral today. Okay, that hatch is dying for the 3rd time today. Maybe the 4th. Ah, +2 adrenal glandlings getting on inside your business. And, okay, getting chased away. There's enough of an army here to deal with that. So 2 SCVs go down, not a big deal. And, all right, so ByuN's got his 5th base up and rolling. He's like, this really should be. He's orbitaling this. He's not planetarying it. That indicates he feels very, very good about that thing staying alive. There are not a lot of places to expand on this map. I mean, we've basically, at 20 minutes, I think we've taken every base but 1, which is not usually how this works. Okay, so that's another dead Nidus. Oh, 1 lurker got out. And he accomplishes 5 kills. Not bad. 3 SCVs for a lurker. Maybe not the greatest of trades I've ever seen. Dude, it's 160 to 167 supply here. These 2 players are just duking it out for our entertainment. Alright, so this base is effectively dead. There's really nothing to save here, but it will count as a hatch killed, which, you know what? It goes on the number. That is 6. Creeps. Okay, Serral's getting backed into a tiny corner here. I don't even know where that Nidus is. Is it this thing? Oh, it's this thing. You come over. Like, if you're not going to planetary fortress your base, I'm just going to wander over here with lurkers and kill it. SCV evacuation. This is why you make this a planetary. Or, okay, well. Yeah, go. If you're dealing with lurkers as a Terran player, learning how to use ghosts is great. I don't know. I mean, if you've been watching StarCraft at all for the last 5 years, you know. It's all about them ghosts, man. Late game against Zerg. Good against Broodlords. Good against Ultras. Good against Lurkers. You good against Vipers and Infestors. And Snipe is just a good ability. Hits hard. So bottom left actually getting taken by Serral, which I kind of feel like he has to do if he's gonna win this game. He's just lost too much. He's lost 35,000 to 28,000 resources. I like how the Nidus just kind of pulses when it's hanging out. Okay, so Fungal's chased down. Nice EMPs catching something. I don't know, but wow. ByuN was not expecting this. More tanks getting surrounded and killed. The transition into some more traditional Baneling Lurker stuff is going pretty darn well all of a sudden for Serral, but it's 129 to 129 supply. This Lurker during all of the chaos is killing more SCVs at the 12 o'clock. Jumping on top of these barracks, lift the barracks. But maybe you need the units that are... It doesn't matter if the barracks are dying, does it? 11 more SCVs go down. Serral evacuates from the position, regroups, and he's going to jump on this non-planetary fortress base. Is this GG? Is this it for ByuN? Is he just going to lose all of his workers? Oh my gosh. The deaths of these workers. It's only +2 Zerglings, but they have so many other upgrades. Yeah, we're down to 17 SCVs. This Lurker setup. This is why you have planetaries. ByuN's like, forget that. I'm going to kill another one of your hatcheries. And by that, I mean, he's definitely killing another one of the hatcheries. Supply depots, refineries, barracks, orbitals, dying all over the place. The income here is favoring Serral immensely because he has this. He knows this is here. Yeah, the sensor tower sees this. This is turning into an epic game. This is very, very close right now. Serral has a big lead, but his hatches are dying all over the place. If ByuN makes a beeline for this and kills it, suddenly we're in a much different position. Why are you going this way? What is there for you to... I guess you were here to kill this army that's just sort of chilling. Ah, the Nidus network itself, the spawner of Nidus worms, goes down. It's the only one that was on the map, so no more Nidus worms for a while anyway. That's good. This Lurker has entirely denied mining at this base by itself. This Lurker too. Yeah, I don't know. Engaging here was the right idea. ByuN, blinding cloud. The tank count just gets obliterated again. High ground. Don't try it, Anakin. I have the high ground. But no, he tries it. Serral tries it anyway. The stutter step from ByuN is pretty insane. He's standing in, and GG. Serral comes out on top. 105 to 23 supply in 24 minutes and 58 seconds. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That was a match. I really do. I really think this changes entirely if ByuN goes bottom left and takes out that only source of income that Serral has, instead of trying to engage with Serral's army on Serral's side of the map. I don't know, man. It was a questionable decision, but that was great. That was a really fantastic TVZ. I mean, what do we expect from ByuN versus Serral other than excellent play? I think that's what we do. Wow. Remember when Serral had lost like 10,000 more resources than ByuN had? Look at it now, 47,000 to 46. So that last 5 minutes really favored the Zerg player, which is huge. 87 SCVs went down, 34 drones died. That is not a discrepancy, but 8 hatcheries got killed. 8! I mean, I know a command center and an orbital went down and a planetary, so fair enough. Got the trifecta. Here did Serral killing bases. And the fact that he didn't go planetary on this base or this base caused him an immense amount of trouble. I don't know why he didn't do that. Why he orbitaled up here instead of planetarying. It would have helped a lot. It would have helped immensely in keeping those bases alive. It would have dealt with the lurkers more effectively. I mean, I know the lurkers can sit back here out of range of the planetary, like back here, and still hit you, but they can't get all up in here and cause problems that way. But anyway. Yeah, so Serral going Roach Ravager Lurker longer than I thought he'd be able to, and then goes into the Lings and the Banes, and the Blinding Clouds were absolutely key today. The tanks just did not do enough, especially when the army's on the run and the tanks get left behind. They just get overwhelmed and swarmed. Not enough of them to really cause, you know, a wave of death here, a zone of death where you can't go in. A couple, 2 or 3 or 4 tanks is just not going to be enough there. So GG, just a fantastically well-played game by both of these dudes, which it always is. And that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.